say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. I would consider a motion for the minutes of the January 6th regular meeting.
So moved.
I'll second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Any citizen wishing to make statements during the discussion of any item must first be recognized by the commission chair. After being recognized, that person should state their name and the name of any organization represented. Statement should be limited to 5 minutes. Please silence all phones and electronic devices. Recording the meeting is allowed, and the commission requests that anyone using special recording equipment be seated in the back row to avoid creating a distraction during the meeting. There is no old business, so we move right on to approval of appropriations, 13th month with Ms. Bev Schneider, County Clerk, to present details.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
This is our first 13th month accounts payable for the period ending December 31st, 2025. Just ask for approval.
Okay, have any discussion?
Ready for a motion?
Yeah.
I move to approve 13th month appropriations for the period ending December 31, 2025. Authorize the chairman to sign on behalf of the commission.
Okay, do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Then we have approval of regular appropriations from Ms. Bev Schneider.
This one is our regular accounts payable register for the period of January 1, 2026 to January 13th, 2026, and ask for approval.
I move to approve appropriations for the period of January 1st, 2026 to January 13th, 2026. Authorize the chairman to sign on behalf of the commission.
Okay. Second,
I'll second it.
those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Moving on to new business, then we have election of the chairman of the board of the county commissioners, and we have Matt Otzner, County Administrator, to provide details.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
Nominations are in order for the 2026 Commission Chairman as allowed under Kansas Statute 19-219. The Board of Commissioners consists of Barb Esfeld, Sean Hutchinson, Dwayne Reif, Tricia Schlesinger, and Donna Zimmerman. So today we just asked you to consider appointment of a commissioner as the chairman for 2026.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
before we do that, I was wondering if I could have just a minute and present you with this nice plaque that we had commissioned for you. I showed up 15-20 minutes early this morning so I could take a look at this, but you'd already beaten me here. So
So you hope it's spelled right?
I hope it's right. We got to see the proof. But one thing about plaques, you know, when I first started doing this, I thought plaques, those are kind of, but then I realized as I was going along that this actually memorializes a moment in time where you had enough people that thought enough about you to have this made for you to say that you did a good job and that this is something that your kids and grandkids and great grandkids will have to look at or throw away. That being said, on behalf of the Barton County Commission, we'd like to present you with this plaque.
Wow. I assume you guys have seen the proof. Very nice.
It lists some of the things that we did in 2025.
Senior Chairman, and in recognition for your initiation of Travel 389 and your support for project-based economic development, 2025 facade improvement grants, rural water district number 2, housing developments in Claflin, Elwood, and Boise, and 5 charts for taxpayers.
We'll have to get a picture of us all with
We'll do a
that.
picture at the end.
Yep.
Okay.
I'd like to add also, Commissioner Schlesinger, as chairperson, you have shown exceptional leadership and vision this past year. You have taken Barton County Commissioners to places they've never been before, such as communicating with many of the business owners and taxpayers, not because we had to, it's because we wanted to. You have truly showed your passion for Barton County, so thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I echo what Dwayne and Commissioner Hutchinson said. And even though, me inside that tiny box of government living, wasn't sure about 389, but I'm so proud of you and where all you took us. And the fact that we have commissioners like yourself that do think outside the box accomplished a lot thanks to you and our fellow commissioners.
I agree. Thanks for.
I
going along
echo
the ride.
everyone's sentiments. I appreciate your leadership, and it was a busy year, but it was also a fun year. So I really, really enjoyed it.
Thank you. Great. Thank you, guys. It's a fun initiative. Many of them were. Yeah, many. Okay, then back to the business at hand. Somebody has to make a motion.
Madam Chair, I would love to make a motion I'd like to move to appoint Dwayne Rife as chairman of the Barton County Commission for 2026.
I'd second that motion.
Okay. Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Now, do we change now for the rest of the meeting?
Yeah.
Yes. She said,
Okay.
there you go. You got my spot now. There you go. Your family.
You can borrow that gavel.
Yeah.
You better use it. You gotta use it the first and second and last meeting. So.
Yeah. Okay, on item B, we have election for chairman pro tem for the Board of County Commissioners. And we've got Mr. Potzner also giving us the information.
So nominations are also in order for the 2026 Chairman Pro Tem as allowed under Kansas Statute 19-219. So we just asked you today to consider appointment of a commissioner as the Chairman Pro Tem for 2026.
Mr. Chairman, that's going to be hard for me to get used to saying. If I ever call you Mrs. or Madam Chairman, hope you forgive me.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
it would be my honor and privilege to appoint Commissioner Zimmerman as Chairman Pro Tem for the Barton County Commission for 2026.
Okay, we've got a motion. Can I second it?
I'd like to second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Okay, we'll go to item C, and Mr. Potzner is up again, destination of the official county newspaper.
By statute, the county must select an official newspaper with the adoption of a resolution. The newspaper selected must meet the qualifications prescribed by KSA 64-101 to meet the statute and the best reach the citizens of Barton County. The commission shall consider the designation of the Great Bend Tribune as the county's official newspaper. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
I think the Tribune's always done a good job and it reaches out most of the county. So, any discussion? I'd get a motion.
Matt, sorry. Does this resolution 2026-01 have Great Bend Tribune listed as the official newspaper? Or do we-
As it's written right now, yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
I was gonna ask, I didn't know if we needed to repeat it. Mr. Chair, I move to adopt resolution 2026-01, designation of the official county newspaper.
Okay, we've got a motion. Can I get a second?
Second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay, now we've got, moving on down to item D, resolution 2026-02, requesting a waiver under the KSA 75-1120A. And Mr. Bosner's up again.
So Kansas statute 75-1120A requires municipalities to use generally accepted accounting principles in the preparation of their financial statements and reports. The governing body may choose to waive the statutory GAAP requirement and present the financial statements and reports on the basis of cash receipts and disbursements as adjusted to show compliance with the cash basis and budget laws of Kansas. In order to waive the requirements of a GAAP audit, the governing body must take such action as it must be approved by the Director of Accounts and Reports in Topeka. So today we ask you to consider adoption of Resolution 2026-02, requesting a waiver under KSA 75-1120A.
Do we have any discussion on this?
Just housekeeping. Would you like a motion?
Sure.
I move to adopt resolution 2026-02 requesting a waiver under KSA 75-1120A.
We've got a motion. Can I get a second?
I'll second that.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, motion carried. Okay, moving on, board appointment, Center for Counseling and Consultation, Mr. Pottsman.
So the county solicited applicants for the Center for Counseling and Consultation Governing Board. This board reviews and makes recommendations on mental health services in Barton County and the surrounding area. Tammy Stern has applied for reappointment. So today we ask you to consider the reappointment of Tammy Stern for the unexpired position terming December 31st, 2028.
Mr. Chairman,
Sure.
I would move to appoint Tammy Stern to the Center for Counseling and Consultation Governing Board. The unexpired position terming December 31st, 2028 is uncompensated.
Commissioner Zimmerman seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay, now we've got Wendy Prosser for the appraiser's office, bulk mailing, valuation notices.
Good morning, Commissioners. All right. I am before you this morning to ask for an approval of our bulk mailing for our valuation notices. The appraiser's office sends out the annual notices with the property values as of January 1, 2026. The statutory deadline is March 1st of each year. That does fall on a Sunday. So we will be sending them out by Friday, February 27th this year. State law requires that we value them at fair market value with the exception of ag land values. So we did an RFP with BidNet, came back with 8 bids, one from Bluegrass, Postalocity, Lineage Connect, One Source, Peregrine Services, The Master's Touch, Professional Office Services, and Wolverine. We had discussed kind of the bid prices in our study session, and at this time, I'm asking that we go with Peregrine Services this year, something new, but they were one of our lower bids. I'm excited to work from them as during the study session, I found out that Barton County has worked with them in the past, just before my time. So I was excited to see some additional bids this year.
I guess I always questioned that, or I always thought to question before I was informed. It seems like we've got our own printers and staff. It seems like we should be able to do it in-house, but you've proved to me that it's cheaper to get it done.
It is.
So
It is. The bulk mailing companies, that's what they do. So they get additional bulk mailing postage prices, along with being able to provide the paper, the ink, and all of the envelopes at way discounted prices that the county can't compete with. So I would love to do it in-house as taxpayer services, but looking at taxpayer monies, it's actually way cheaper and beneficial to hire it outside the county.
Well, in the Peregrine Services is $10,491, but of that $8,429 is actually the postage cost. So the cost to have them prepare the mailings and send them out really isn't that expensive. Think
Correct.
about what it would cost for you to do that in-house
Correct.
and the time away from the other things that you need to do. I know that we did work with Peregrine. I know they printed a lot of envelopes and that kind of thing for our office, and we had very good service. I don't know about mailings, but we had good service from them. I think they're a good company.
And one of the things about Peregrine Services is their main thing that they do is for municipalities and government, bulk mailings for those. So they are very familiar with utility billings, tax statement billings, and the appraisal valuation notices.
The only thing I might add is, some people ask why we don't do this local, no one does it. And several years ago, we had a local person attempted, and it was awful. They came out scrambled and wrong, and we spent a year answering questions.
It's a big process.
It pays to go with somebody who knows what they're doing.
And I
Are there, Wendy?
do what?
How many notices?
There, so we've got 17,904 total notices that will go out, but a lot of those have multiple owners and same addresses, so they'll be lumped together.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
Anything else? Any other discussion? I'm ready for a motion.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I'd move to award the bid for bulk mailing valuation notices to Peregrine Services Incorporated for $10,491.75. Said amount to be paid from the general fund appraisers account professional service fees line 001145475. Authorize the commission chair to sign the vendor agreement on behalf of the county.
Second that.
Okay. Could I get a? Yeah, excuse me, all in favor?
Hi.
Okay, motion carried.
Thank you, commissioners.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wendy. Okay, we've got the Health Department, Champ Software. And we have Ms. Winkleman as the Health Director.
Morning, Commissioner.
Morning.
We received our billing for the annual renewal of our electronic medical records for Champ Software. It's called Nightingale Notes. The subscription is $31,636, and that will be for a renewal period of March 1st of 2026 through February 28th of 2027. A little background, we purchased this system in December of 2017, and to date, we have over 33,000 clients in the system. It has worked well for us. We have dropped, in 24, we had 23 licenses, and we were able to pare that down to 21, and that's been working very well for us. The cost this year did increase by $921, and reaching out to them, it's a typical annual slight increase, which is expected. In our budget, we plan for that just because everything goes up, it seems like. But we do use this for scheduling, documentation, charting, data reports, which we have to do a lot of reporting for grants. We can scan documents into it, generate reminders, and we have now completed the lab interface with Quest Lab and with Kansas Department of Health and Environment that we can request lab testing through there, generate the requisitions, and then the results go right into the system. A lot less time for staff to have to scan, and the accuracy is quicker. So I'm just before you to answer any questions you might have and ask for your approval.
Sounds like this Champ Software does a lot of things. And
There are 52 health departments that have electronic medical records, and of those, 18 have Nightingale Notes and 18 have Patagonia, and then the rest kind of vary. So those are still the two top systems being used for public health.
discussion?
Had good luck with it.
We have.
Motion?
Sure.
I move to approve the subscription charge of $31,636 from Champ Software, Inc. for 21 name licenses for Kansas Nightingale Note subscription. Cost to be paid from the Health Fund EMR maintenance line 006-52-5661.
Got it. Okay, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you. Environmental management, septic agreement, with Rugen 3 Farms, and we have Judy.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So this is a very unusual request. I started working on enforcement of the environmental code in April of '94. This would be the fourth time that I'm aware of that this has come up with the county. A little backstory, our environmental code requires that a water well and a septic system be inside someone's property at least 25 feet. The reason behind that is that you want to make sure that over time you don't have a water well that comes within 50 feet of a septic system. So that's the concept behind it. The only way around that setback is if that adjoining landowner agrees to sign and notarize a document that they are consenting to allow that person to come within 25 feet. That actually happens all the time. We probably have 25% of the permits that we issue in Barton County require that type of agreement from an adjoining neighbor. It's very common. The reason it's common is, as you know, we have a lot of subdivisions that have small acreages. They're all exempt from the acreage requirements, so we have to work within whatever boundaries are available. So it comes up all the time. This is unique because the adjoining landowner is Southeast 50 Road, which is controlled and operated by the county. So the situation is we have Mr. Richard Rugen, who is a Claflin native, who also farms quite a bit of Barton County, and he has two huge shops south of Great Bend, a little bit east of 281 on 50. And he has wanted to put a bathroom and shower in the west building just for safety reasons, dealing with chemicals and that sort of thing. And in order to do that, he has to have a place for the water. So my field technician has met down there with him, and there are only two options for him to be able to have a waste system. He either has to install a septic tank right outside that building on the northeast corner, and then go a little north and then back west with lateral lines, which would put him between the building and the county road ditch. And then north of that, you'd have the blacktop. It's well within 25 feet. However, it is well outside the road right away, the ditch, all of that, and absolutely on Mr. Rugen's land. If that were not to work, which is pending because of a gas line, he would have to put that tank in the same place and then run underneath his road, his driveway, to the east building and put the laterals in the same area. And these buildings are completely in line with each other, so it puts that other location in the same situation. You guys were kind enough to let the two of us come in here last week and visit with you about it, and asked that I bring it to you in a commission agenda, which is why I'm here. So for me to be able to issue the permit so he can install the septic system, I would ask that the document that was created, which we call an agreement and consent document, be signed by the county commission, allowing him to encroach that 25-foot boundary, but it's in no way on Barton County's land. So it's not an easement, it's an agreement and consent. And the language is very clear that it says that. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
I think you explained it quite well. It's just that we happen to be the property owners. And otherwise, you wouldn't have to bring it to us.
We'd be talking to a different landowner. He would have talked to them, got their consent. They'd have done everything over at the abstract company and brought us the document.
Okay. Okay, any other discussion? Well, I'd like to have a motion.
Mr. Chair. I move to approve the agreement, easement, and consent allowing Richard Rugen 3 Farms to construct his septic system within the 25-foot boundary of his north property line as requested. The subject property is in the northwest quarter, section 27, township 20, range 13, Barton County, Kansas. The property is located south of Great Bend, slightly east of the South US Highway 281 and Southeast 50 Road at 153 Southeast 50 Road, Great Bend, Kansas.
Okay, could I get a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor? Okay, motion carried.
Thank you very much. I
Good.
appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay, move to executive session. Any reason to have executive session? I see a no. Okay, ending business. After new items have been heard by the commission, the following items, including the announcements, will be heard. Following the close of the agenda, authorization of personnel changes for classified positions, sign any documentation approved during the agenda meeting, or sign any other documentation required for regular county business. Similar action may take place throughout the day. Okay, the appointments we have this morning and we'll run into this afternoon. Although subject to change, the following appointments have been scheduled. 9:45 this morning. We're following the close of the agenda meeting, planning session with the media consultant. 10 o'clock, regular business discussion, Matt Potzner, County Administrator, 10:30. And results of public hearing for a cell tower conditional land use application, Judy Gorm, Environmental Manager, 11:30. Zoom call with Enterprise. 11:45, purchase of replacement patrol vehicles, Sheriff Ryan Bellendier. 1 o'clock, program updates. Update, Josh Beckman, Kirkman Michael. County Edition, KVGB, AM, Thursdays at 11:05. Casey Hubbard, our Assistant Administrator, Human Resource Director, is scheduled for January 15th, 2025. And other business, is there any discussion? This is mainly for the commissioners. Okay, I mean, the only thing I'd like to say is, as we close out this meeting, as a newly appointed chairperson, I'd just like to thank the fellow commissioners for your trust. My first 3 years as commissioner, I've witnessed outstanding leadership and also with guidance from Administrator Matt Potzner. He keeps holding us to our budget. There's something about this budget we we can't spend money we don't have, so thank you. And also, Mr. Hoffman, your guidance on legal issues, it's very important to us. And as a lifelong resident of Barton County, I truly believe that Barton County is still the best county in Kansas. So, and if somebody disagrees with that, they'll have to prove me wrong. So.
You and Barbara sit together for.
Yeah, we've sat together long enough to discuss this, yes.
Real time proving us wrong.
Okay, and item B is citizens and organization may present requests or proposals for initial consideration, and I see none. The commissioners are available to the public on Tuesday during regular business hours. One or more commissioners may be present in the commission chambers conducting county business throughout the day on Tuesdays. Commissioners may individually schedule personnel appointments related to county business at their discretion. And their next regular meeting will be at 9 a.m. Tuesday, January 20th, 2026. And unless somebody's got anything else, I'd take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Okay, can I get a second? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion, meeting adjourned.
I'm not adjourned until you bang that gavel.
Okay. Can I borrow your gavel? Meeting adjourned.